Welcome to Parliament News. First news from Lok Sabha. Home Minister Rajnath Singh today called for strong resolve to fight terrorism as it has emerged as the biggest challenge to the peace and prosperity of South Asian countries. He also stressed on the need to ensure that terrorism is neither glorified nor patronized by any country, and stringent action must be taken against organizations and nations supporting them. Singh said that attempts to distinguish good and bad terrorists were a mistake and be done away, as one country's terrorist cannot be a martyr or a freedom fighter for anyone else. The Home Minister said this in a statement made in the Lok Sabha about his recent visit to Pakistan to participate in the 7th meeting of the SAARC Interior Ministers on terrorism, smuggling of narcotic drugs, cyber crimes and human trafficking. He also expressed concern over Pakistan not yet ratifying the SAARC Convention on Mutual Assistance on Criminal Matters, nor concurring on setting up of a SAARC Terrorist Offensive Monitoring Desk. Singh hoped that Islamabad would actually act soon on its assurance of setting them. He said that India would provide technical assistance for effective implementation of STOMD and SDOMD. Singh also called for effective measures to ensure that those involved in terrorist acts do not escape prosecution and punishment, for which terrorists must be extradited. The Home Minister informed that India would host a high-level meeting of experts on September 22 and 23 to strengthen the SAARC anti-terrorism mechanism. The country has also offered to host the first meeting of the SAARC Computer Emergency Response Teams. He said that India has taken steps for capacity-building programs to strengthen drug control mechanisms. Meanwhile, BJP MP and former Home Secretary R.K. Singh expressed concern over the recent incidents of violence in Jammu and Kashmir, where one minister and several policemen were attacked and police posts vacated. He said that while majority of the people in the state want peace, which is necessary for prosperity, a handful of militants are vitiating the atmosphere. Dr. Sanjay Jaiswal of the BJP demanded that Bhojpuri must be included in the 8th schedule of the constitution. Bhojpuri is the language of 32 crore people and spoken in 14 countries. Gaurav Gogoi of the Congress said the rhino's population has reduced due to poaching. He said the government should launch a project Rhino to protect them and earmark a rhino corridor. BJP member Ram Prasad Sharma also made a similar demand and said that illegal Bangladeshi occupants must be evicted from Kaziranga National Park and it should be handed over to CISF. RSP member N.K. Premchandran said that money given for the construction of house for weaker sections at present was insufficient and the centre should increase it to Rs 3 lakhs. Balbhadra Maji of the BJD said that non-disbursal of the funds meant for scholarships to Dalit, ST and minority students was causing a lot of hardships to them while the funds remain unutilized. Nishikant Dubey of the BJP highlighted that the West Bengal government has not constructed 4 dams since 1978, which was part of its agreement on sharing water of Damodar River. Due to this, farmers and people of Jharkhand are suffering a lot. Harish Chandra Meena of BJP charged that provision of reservation for SC/ST has been diluted by some vested interests. So the government must take action to protect rights of SC/ST community. His party colleague Dr. Satyapal Singh demanded that India's highest civilian honour, Bharat Ratna, be conferred on social reformer Dayanand Saraswati. His statue should be installed in the Parliament House and in all major cities of the country. Arvind G. Sawant of Shiv Sena said that incense sticks imported from China and Vietnam result not only in revenue loss to the country, but also contains harmful chemicals which impact the health of people. So the government should ban its import. Dr. Manoj Rajuria of BJP said that about 40% insecticides in market have been found to be counterfeit. He said the government must ban these bogus insecticides and promote research in this field. K.C. Venugopal of the Congress once again highlighted the plight of people stranded without food in Saudi Arabia. He said that a minister from Kerala was denied going there as he did not have diplomatic passport. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Anand Kumar assured him that External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj would make a statement in the House on this issue on Monday. Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary highlighted that dengue and an unknown fever was killing a number of people in West Bengal, while the state government was apathetic and indifferent to the situation. He urged the Health Ministry to intervene in the situation. Ravindra Kumar Ray of BJP demanded delimitation of the parliamentary and assembly constituencies in Jharkhand so that assembly has 150 members. Now news from Rajya Sabha. Home Minister Rajnath Singh today said he has told Pakistan that a terrorist in one country cannot be a martyr for anyone, an assertion coming against the backdrop of glorification of slain Hizbul Mujahideen militant Burhan Wani. Making a statement in Rajya Sabha, he also expressed hope that Pakistan will fulfill soon its long-pending commitment to ratify regional treaties like Convention on Mutual Assistance on Criminal Matters to fight terror. Pakistan has so far not ratified this convention, as well as SARC Terrorist Offensive Monitoring Desk, that's STOMD, and SARC Drug Offences Monitoring Desk. He was making a suo motu statement on his visit to Islamabad to attend the 7th SARC Home Ministers meeting yesterday. The Home Minister said it is necessary to take all effective steps against states and non-state actors for encouraging or supporting terrorism. To ensure that terrorism is not encouraged, it is necessary that stringent action is not just initiated against terrorists, but also against persons, organizations, institutions, and states supporting them, Singh said. He said that he had suggested to SARC ministers that sanctions and bans imposed against terrorists by global community have to be honored. The Home Minister said that almost all countries condemned terrorism in the strongest possible terms at the meeting, whose agenda was terrorism, smuggling of narcotic drugs, cybercrime, and human trafficking. He said that dark clouds of terrorism have engulfed not just South Asia, but the entire world, which is concerned about the seriousness of the threat. This was clear not just from the clear message India gave on the threat it also poses to the humanity, but also from the fact that most nations also express concern over it. He said, India's message is for humanity and human rights because terrorism is the biggest threat to human rights, he said. India has also offered to host a meeting of experts on SARC anti-terrorism mechanism on September 22nd and 23rd. Adding he offered provision of training to SARC member nations on preventing narcotics trade. New Delhi also said it was ready to hold the first meeting of member states of computer emergency response teams. The Home Minister also added that responding to questions after making the statement, Rajnath Singh said Pakistani authorities did not allow entry of Indian media persons, including those from PTI and Doordarshan, inside the venue of SARC meet in Islamabad. He said that after meeting was over, Pakistan's Home Minister, who was the host, invited the participants for lunch but left in a car soon thereafter. The Home Minister said since he had not gone there for lunch, he skipped it, keeping in mind the country's prestige. This remark was received with thumping of desks by members. He also said he was hesitant to say if the hosts were courteous and did not want to comment on it. However, he said he had no qualms or complaints as India is known globally for its hospitality. Several members appreciated Singh for boycotting the lunch and criticized Pakistan for not showing due courtesy to the visiting Indian Home Minister. To queries about absence of live telecast of his speech, Singh said he was not aware of it and would need to ask the Ministry of External Affairs about it. HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar spoke about the controversy related to shutting down of institutions in Raebareli and Amethi, constituencies of Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi, over which Congress members had created uproar in the House yesterday. Asserting that there was no political vendetta, Javadekar justified the closure of Indian Institute of Information and Technology in Amethi, saying law did not permit off-campus centres and it was technically illegal. IIIT Amethi was sanctioned in 2005 and courses started in 2005-06. This was a full-fledged IIIT, but an off-campus facility of IIIT in Allahabad. Insisting that law does not permit off-campus centres of IIITs, the minister said one in Amethi, called Rajiv Gandhi IIIT, was technically illegal. The campus had one permanent faculty and one faculty would travel daily from Allahabad, he said. Adding students were unhappy and wanted all faculties to be present there. He said the students were agitating and wanted to be transferred to Allahabad. Pramod Tiwari of Congress said if there was any illegal lacunae, why the government did not overcome it in the 2 years it has been in office. The BJP government, he alleged, has political vendetta in shutting down 6 institutes and factories in the Lok Sabha constituencies of Congress President and Vice Presidents. Javadekar said a General Science College of Dr. Ambedkar University, Lucknow, is being started in Amethi and the employees will be accommodated there. Deputy Chairman P.J. Kurian told the minister that Congress member was asking the government to look into any legal and technical lacunae in the Amethi IIIT campus. Amid the slugfest over special status to Andhra Pradesh, former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh today spoke on the issue, asking the Rajya Sabha to fulfill the commitments made by him in this regard. Back several years on, the House took up a private member bill on the issue. The Andhra Pradesh Reorganisation Bill, moved by Congress member KVP Ramchandra Rao, was however referred to Lok Sabha Speaker Sumitra Mahajan for a decision on its fate amid an uproar created by Congress which led to premature adjournment of the House for the day. Chairman P.J. Kurian said the Constitution does not give any power to the chair of the Rajya Sabha to decide if it is a money bill or not. He said since the matter is under doubt, he was referring the matter to the Speaker. If it is declared a money bill, there cannot be any discussion on it in the Rajya Sabha. Earlier, Manmohan Singh appealed to the House to honour commitments made by him on February 20, 2014 on the floor of Rajya Sabha to grant special status to Andhra Pradesh. It was perhaps for the first time that Singh had himself spoken on the issue over which NDA ally TDP and his government in Andhra Pradesh had locked horns with BJP-led government at the centre. TDP MPs have been agitating for the demand for a number of days, both inside and outside the parliament. However, Jaitley, the finance minister and leader of the House, raised objections to the bill, saying money bill cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha. The finance minister said the government stands by its commitment to fulfill all legal conditions set up by Andhra Pradesh Reorganisation Act. The government, he said, will take steps to help Andhra Pradesh financially and make sure that full justice is done to Andhra Pradesh. He said some matters rested with the lower house and not the upper house because Lok Sabha is an elected house. Kurian said he had tried to elicit opinion from different members and heard the legal luminaries. However, he said he was referring the bill to the Speaker since confusion prevailed over it when it was voting stage. The Deputy Chairman also dismissed contention from Ram Gopal Yadav of SP that the bill should not be treated as money bill. Kurian said if the chair of Rajya Sabha considers the bill as money bill, he can terminate it then and there, and if the chair has any doubt, he has to refer it to the Speaker whose opinion shall be final. While giving the ruling, the Deputy Chairman said Ramchandra Rao had on August 7, 2015 introduced the bill and since the matter was under doubt, he was referring the same to Lok Sabha Speaker. This enraged the members of the Congress who trooped into the well alleging that the government failed to keep its commitment. The Congress members were shouting shame, shame and slogans like we want justice. Amid protests, Kurian asked DMK MP Tiruchi Siva to introduce his bill, but as uproar continued, he adjourned the House for the day at 3:50 p.m. And with that, we've come to the close of Parliament News. Namaskar.